Hi, good morning. My name is Blameless Promise, Jonathan. Um, yeah, due to my environment, while growing up, I know I had an encounter with voodooism, and that was, I think it was because of the area I was staying. And as a kid growing up, I remember one of the exciting things then was when we have them come around and they come around with either hyena or one of those animals that were very hard for us to see due to our environment and the 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 fact that we didn't actually have the cash to go to the zoo to get to see animals. So when they come around the area like that, you have children come in their flocks just to watch the animal performs, some certain thing. But alongside there were these activities that they carry out when growing up, and I realized that, bro, that was actually dark powers itself and the voodooism stuff. So I could remember one experience then where they called a guy and they asked him to name whatsoever he wants. You get, the average, let me say the average Nigerian, if you just ask him, what do you want? He say he needs money. You get, so it was money he mentioned, and they asked him, how much do you want? He mentioned that, I've forgotten the figure then exactly. So they asked him to look into the box. He looked at the box, there was nothing. He carried the box and showed everybody, There was nothing, and the next thing they say, close the box, asked him to call the amount. He called the amount, and they opened the box, but there was cash in it. He took it out. You need to see the excitement on his face. He wanted to leave. They said, no, he has one more thing to do for them, I think they did another one. They gave him a knife, asked him to cut a particular guy, one of them. They're always working in pairs. One is the one that makes sure that he arranges whatever pots and whatever things he's arranging, and the other one just do the magic stuff. So they gave him a knife to cut, and he was scared. Like, so no, cut. People were shouting, cut in the background, like, cut him. Wait, because you cut Anjare. So at the end of the day, he summoned the courage to cut, and man, the knife was not working. First thing they test the knife with is sugar cane. Just look, sugar cane, brought other things. It was slicing like extremely sharp, and he would try it on the guy's body. Nothing was working. The guy would bring out his tongue and Then I was amazed, But growing up from a family where your mom says so spiritual and everything, she came around and she definitely knew that her son would be in that kind of gathering. So she came around, beating and tell you, man, go back, don't ever go to that place. They are collecting people's destiny. Collecting people's destiny. And I'm like, destiny. Growing up as a child, I'm like, destiny. Destiny is like, the mindset then, okay, I'll become a banker tomorrow. So how will you collect by being a banker tomorrow today? It was weird. But over time, I saw other things. And I remember one experience I had, that was around Bega. Yes, this was around Bega. They just point their hand towards the market. This one around, the guy came with a snake. It's like a python or so. Like if you can carry it on your neck and I think he did something funny to a guy. The guy came, the guy was foaming, he's strong and everything. He asked the guy to pick something. I think it was like a note. You get, it was like a note on the ground. Man, the bro could not stand up. His hand got glued to the paper, to the Naira note. On the soil, like he could not stand up, and it looks like he was faking it, It looks like the guy was one of them. So like, and then I think I was a big guy, but coming out from such area that was very, very rough, and with my friends like, nah lie. So they asked one of my guys to come and try. He tried it. He was struggling, and we were gingering him. While we were putting the ginger, we were scared. So to go and carry him now for where. He was there strong, and he started begging, he started crying like a baby, like, please now, please. And I think these two things have been my experience with those dark magic stuff.